Grand Rising Kings and Queens, E-Ray Taronic here, Master Weaver of Mystery Suspense Thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. First, I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the opportunities aspecting you, and even be able to look forward to the blessings. Now, this ranges from the 5th today until it ranges from the 30th today until June the 5th. Now, after you listen to the announcements, please feel free to utilize the timestamps below in the comment section since you are viewing this via YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys, and like the video. It definitely helps me a lot. Now, you can pop directly to your sun, moon, and rising, as I said, if you utilize those timestamps. Knowing your chart, though, is essential to predictions, guys, I would say. If you need a natal chart analyzed or even a tarot reading, you can contact me via Facebook Messenger or email me at mentalchattermusings@gmail.com. Now, remember, there will be no newsletter for this month, but Mental Chatter Musings is hosting a book giveaway. We will be featuring select authors all month and even giving away some sweet reads. So please stay tuned via Facebook, of course, on my page, author E-Ray Taronic. Now, as for May, Mental Chatter Musings ends the month in true form, honoring our star player for the month of May, literary powerhouse and romance author Alexandria House. Her latest release, The Infinite Love Mixtape, just released a couple of days ago, and it's already receiving rave reviews. But tonight, Diane Rembert will be interviewing Alexandria House on Diamond's World via Clubhouse at 7 p.m. Her previous release, Flagrant, is what's on the menu, so please stop by. The more, the merrier. Speaking of Diane, Diamond's World is also chopping it up on Tuesday, June the 1st, with Alicia Gabrielle to delve into her creative masterpiece, The Eye of the Beholder. That's at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, June the 1st. I hope I said that right. It could be Alicia Gabrielle. But on Thursday, June the 3rd, Tina Marie is gracing the stage to discuss her catalog. So Diane looks to be very busy all week with the books. So please carve out some time to stop by and see her at 7 p.m. on Sunday, on Tuesday, or even on Thursday. Now, don't forget that on Friday, you can check out Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group ICU Reading and Chatting. Authors will be giving their impromptu freestyles according to a subject of the ladies' choosing. Now, if you'd like a chance to participate in Freestyle Friday, please don't hesitate to contact Ebony Evans, the president of ICU Reading and Chatting Book Club, via Facebook, guys. Now, without any further ado, let's get into it. The Sun, Mercury, Venus, and the North Node are in Gemini until Venus dips over into the sign of Cancer on Wednesday, when it will be actually trining Jupiter in Pisces, okay? So let's look at what this means for each sign. If you have any placements within 3 degrees, more or less than the degree that I mentioned, the energies will affect you more strongly. So the closer you are to the degree aspected, the more powerfully the transit will impact your life, okay? That is how you read astrology. Now, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, 353. Okay, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Today, Gemini is at 9 degrees. Okay, the Sun is at 9 degrees, Gemini today. Some of you can get good news this week, coming in to ease where you've been suffering in some area, whether it's in communication, whether it's with your siblings, whether it has to do with short distance travel, you traveling somewhere to get that ease, or whether it's within your networks of people. Okay, you're getting that ease and it's pushing you towards your highest aspirations with the North Node they're aspecting. Now, most likely this could have to do with something from the past, maybe even a past opportunity coming back your way, aspecting you. Now, your areas of assistance and opportunities coming your way, especially with Venus still here, it could have to do with pleasure pursuits, romance, or even finances, okay? It's coming your way and it's aspecting from the area of self, okay, and your image. So whatever it is aspecting you, it's helping you to bring your image to a place you want to bring it to, helping you to achieve a goal that you're trying to achieve that has to do with your image and identity. Now, with that being said, it's also going to have to do with either romance, a creative project, or with your children, and you're going to be receiving assistance. This assistance could come by way of short distance travel or within your community. So you could get a letter in the mail even, that's giving you assistance or help. That could be aspecting from your children. So, that could be, that could be anything. It could be child support. It could be something to do with assistance coming your way from like the government or something like that that has to do with your children. Either way, that assistance could be coming your way. You could also have a past lover aspecting trying to come back into the picture. Now, offering you love. Now, I'm going to say this would be somebody from the past. And I'm not going to say that this would necessarily be good for you because, number one, Venus is about to leave that area in a couple of days. So this past love coming to you isn't, I wouldn't say that it's just, to you, you might feel like it's favorable, okay? But I'm just saying, Venus is leaving there in a couple of days. So, take it how you want to take it. But either way, they look to be coming your way. Now, you could also be communicating with someone within your networks of people as to a creative project, and they're helping you with a creative project, and it's brushing up your image in some sort of way. And this could be a creative project that has to do with the past where this communication is coming your way, okay? Now, let's move along to Monday. On Monday the 31st, the sun is aspecting at 10 degrees. This talks about family, okay? Whether it's traveling or spending time with family on this day, you could feel a gambit of emotions. Relatives or even friends from the past come into focus as you remember or regale yourself over the good times or even the not so good times. Now on Tuesday, the sun is at 11 degrees Gemini. Just because you have ill-intentioned people around you or in your sphere doesn't mean you can't work around or above them. Just don't go below. Okay? So this is prompting you not to quit, even where you feel you may have failed in a certain way. Keep going, keep pushing, keep finding a way to achieve your goals, even if you have to go over someone's head, okay? For some, the sun could be aspecting, you know what? I'm not going to say that for you because that's not aspecting you. But what I will tell you, because this is June the 1st, Jupiter is leaving, or not Jupiter, but Venus is leaving this sector, your sector of communication, skills, communication, siblings, short distance travel, your networks of people. It's leaving that area the next day on Wednesday. So the gossip that was going around about you behind the scenes at work is coming back, and it's gonna it's gonna affect some things. It's gonna become a source of tension. Okay, starting on Wednesday the 2nd. So on the 1st, that person might be getting it started up on that Tuesday. All right, you might get the rug pulled from up under you on that day, or you might have already had the rug pulled up from under you. Either way, look for that tension to be coming as far as the gossip, but keep on forging towards your goals. You still have goodness on that Tuesday aspecting. And I would say that is in your area of relatives or relationships. I'm sorry. It could be a relationship aspecting. It could be even your area of open enemies. It's actually working for you, so maybe even the gossip that they're talking about is actually working in your favor. Okay, now let's see another area where you have the good aspecting is friends, goals, and social groups. Okay, so you want to look for that to be a good area for you to have good communication coming your way that's going to help that transformation of you looking better. Now, just watch out, for ill-intentioned people around you who are trying to thwart your advances. Now on Wednesday the 2nd, Gemini, the sun is in Gemini at 12 degrees. I want you to be mindful of those in your environment that are misleading you or trying to cause you strife, or maybe even keeping some vital information from you, that you need. Okay, so you got to keep your eyes open, keep your eyes peeled for things. With Saturn retrograde, they're going to get what's coming to them anyway. Okay, but I just want you to be more discerning of those who mean you no good. Okay, just so you're not assisting them, with taking you to the cleaners or coveting what is yours. So remember, the gossip from the past is in full swing, but haters are going to hate. That's what it is. And for you, it's in the area of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. You could get news coming back that an old health ailment is resurfacing with you or a sibling. You could have to travel to see a sibling and see snags. Or you could be driving short distance travel and get word maybe over the phone or something like that of ill health of someone. It could be even at work. Someone you work with, a colleague, or you could get sick and be off of work again. Okay, so you want to watch that, because that's going to be becoming an area of friction for you again, especially if you already had issues before with with Gemini and Mercury as far as your health. That could be resurfacing, and it could also have to do with a small pet as well. So you want to watch out for that. The closure that's aspecting that area is not really looking good. So you could, have trouble with closure, being communicated your way as far as work, health, daily routines, where you are of service to others, and even with small pets. Okay, so you want to watch out for that. Now, I do want to say that you do have Jupiter or Venus moving into the area of home and family on the 2nd. Okay, so with that, on June the 2nd, the same day as Wednesday, Cancer is aspect to receive goodness, okay? And that's your area of home and family. So you have the romance, finances, and pleasure being ushered in to your area of home and family. It doesn't have to necessarily only be your house. It could be with your family members as well, okay? So this is a time of making sure that you balance things out. Don't go too overboard in the area, because you want to make sure that you're providing a doting on yourself, not just everybody else. Okay, now let's see what this is aspecting for you. Okay, for home and family, you have goodness coming to you, aspecting you favor in the area of, let's see, for home and family, that will be for you. Oh, that's wonderful, because that will actually be goodness aspecting that healing and everything we were talking about. Okay, so even though Venus is leaving that area and having friction there, you still have Jupiter aspecting that area, because that's your area of Pisces. So that's wonderful for you. So you could actually get that closure in work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others, starting on the 2nd. You could actually get that closure anyway because of, oh, that's wonderful. Okay, because of Pisces being there in that area, bringing you luck there. Okay, so along with that, you not only have luck there with Cancer, you also have luck in the area of shared finances, okay? Your area of Scorpio. This is about taxes, insurances, loans, shared finances, anywhere where you have shared finances, things you're passionate about, endings and new beginnings. So it's Aries, as far as home and family goes, you have some money coming in that's going to help home and family. You have some money coming in that's going to bless the home once Venus moves over into Cancer on the 2nd, on Wednesday. So you might get some good communication coming in as to you getting some type of money that's going to help the home, okay? Now, especially if you have any aspects with Cancer near the, I would say 0 to 3 degrees, or even with Gemini in those last degrees of Gemini, okay? Like 28, 29 degrees of Gemini, okay? So the only friction I would see as to that area, I mean, and I wouldn't even say it's really friction. I mean, you have your area of, you know, snags with in you know, little arguments or things like that with you know, lovers and your significant other or things like that aspecting. But with Venus there, it should be cooling things off. I wouldn't think anything would be too bad for you, okay? I wouldn't worry. Now, on Thursday, June the 3rd, the sun is in Gemini at 13 degrees. This is aspecting you, aspecting where you're using your time, your efforts, and your smarts. It wants to see, it's illuminating for you where you're using that. Okay, so while you can be successful due to your skills, you need to make sure you're putting them into the right projects, plans, or even with the right individuals, okay? It's asking you, is your love or your peer groups or your creative projects or even friends conducive to your success? That is what you want to be really looking at on that day, okay? Look at where things are going and where you need to make adjustments as far as your creative projects, your peer groups, your lover, you know, where you need to work smarter, not harder, okay? That's going to be aspecting you, especially on that day on Thursday, particularly if you have any degrees between 10 degrees and 16 degrees Gemini, okay? Now, because this is aspecting that area, remember Venus is no longer here, and your areas of friction are going to be work, health, and daily routines, okay, as far as this transit. So with that being an area of friction for you, I would say people at work, yeah, people at work are gossiping about you, or either you're delving into gossip at work and it's hindering something in the way of work, health, where you are of service to others, okay? It's aspecting something with friction. So you want to not delve into that, okay? You don't want to delve into the negative gossip because it could only hurt you there in that sector of Virgo, of where you are of service to others, okay? So be mindful of that. Now, on Friday, June the, oh, you know what? Let me tell you about because I didn't tell you about your goodness that you have aspecting on June the 1st, okay? Oh, I did actually go through that with you, did I? Yeah, because you have the money coming in, okay. Now on Friday, on June the 4th, the sun is in Gemini at 14 degrees. So if you have any aspects between 11 and I would say 17 to 17 degrees, this is going to hit you harder, okay? You could be getting some news today that your skills are not exactly where they need to be, or where you want them to be to kick off a certain goal that you're trying to kick off. Now, luckily, Venus is there. It's giving you the opportunity in love, in romance, in pleasure pursuits to get things right in the area of home and family. It's not aspecting you in the area anymore of communication, siblings, short distance travel, and neighbors, okay? So something there that you're trying to kick off, I would say in the area of work, health, daily routines, or where you are of service to others, you might get news that it's not working out. So you're going to have to switch some things up, okay? You want the best result, but you want equal give and take in that area, okay? Especially at work. Wherever you're of service to others or working, you're putting too much in the wrong area. You're putting too much in the wrong way. You need to shift something there and start looking somewhere else. You have opportunities aspecting you as far as romance, creative endeavors, and your children. Okay? But your boom, as it pertains to that, is going to be with some of your relationships that you have in friends, social goals, and your contacts or connections. You need to be looking at some other connections to give you some favor, because the ones behind the scenes necessarily that you're working with now, is too much friction there, or too much gossip going on there. Move over into another sector of friends and social groups where you're clear of that, and you can achieve the goal you're trying to achieve. Because somewhere where you're trying to achieve assistance or a goal, it's not giving you what you're looking for. You need to branch out to another avenue and work around that friction, okay? And go to something else that's aspecting your north node with favor, okay? And that would be some more of your friends, a different friend, if you're dealing with friends, or a different social group, or a different contact, okay? That you already have relationships with that can aspect you with favor, all right? All right, so I would look to that. Now, on Saturday, June the 5th, the sun is in Gemini at 5 degrees. You could have a lot of downloads coming your way today. You should actually just write them down on that day, because they could be coming back to back, okay? And you want to be able to work on one at a time, because these are good ideas coming to you, but you don't want to just be scattering your energy everywhere. All right, so you don't want to be flighty or flippant on this day, on Saturday. Focus, okay? Some of these could really actually turn out to be a real boon for you, okay? You have to nurture what it is you intend to manifest, okay? Make this day a day of cementing an idea that's gifted to you by the universe, okay? And because this is Gemini, this is your area of Gemini, even though you don't have Venus here, your areas that are aspecting, that are giving you the blessings, are your friends and your social groups. Communicate with those you have relationships with, your friends and social groups, okay? On that day, on Saturday, because that's going to be a boon for you, okay? Pay attention to the downloads you're getting in the intuition that's coming your way, that's telling you certain things with friends and social groups. And somebody's going to be communicating something to you that is a blessing, or that is a boon. Somebody that's in a relationship with you already, but you've got to take that idea and you've got to really cultivate it, okay? And manifest, if you intend to manifest something, with it, okay? You have to nurture it. Now, this will assist you in brightening your image, and it could have to do with either a lover, a child, or a creative project where you could be getting assistance coming your way, okay? Now, I'm actually going to end this for the Aries video. I was going to do more signs within this video, but I think I might, you know what? Let me go ahead and move along to Leo. Let me go ahead and move along to Leo, because I do have, a little more time here. Okay. So Leo, sun, moon, or rising. We're going to start you at 2352. Okay. So Leo, sun, moon, or rising. Today the sun is in Gemini, okay? It's at 9 degrees. If you have any placements within 6 degrees to 12 degrees Gemini, this is going to hit you heavier than it would someone else, okay? Remember that. Now, you could get some good news this week as to ease coming in where you've been suffering. It's Venus's last days in this sector, okay, which is your sector of friends, goals, social groups, okay, your connections, people you're connected with. Now, let's hope that this is pushing you towards some of your highest aspirations, with your North Node being aspected here, okay? Now, the favor and the goodness, the good news that you might get, it could be communication coming in via a sibling during short distance travel. It could come in within your networks of people through a friend or a social group. Or, I told you it could have to do with a sibling. Okay, or it could have to do with a sibling. Now, these would be people that you already have relationships with already. It could have to do with the past. It could be a past goal that's helping you as far as social groups and goals. These are past groups that you've had relationships with, because remember, Gemini is retrograde. Communication is about the past coming in, okay? So this is, on this day, you could get news about something from the past, from a friend or a sibling or something like that. People within your networks of people ushering in some good news. You could also get a letter in the mail, okay? Just because it's, it's aspecting your networks of people and things like that, and communication and relationships you have with them. All right. So this letter coming in the mail, or this good news coming your way, could be about assisting you with your image as far as romance, creative endeavors, and with children. Okay. The South Node is aspected here, so it could be something coming in, but it might not be as much as you wanted, or it could be a lover from the past coming in who might have been toxic, trying to talk back to you again. So look out for that coming your way. Now on Monday, the sun is at 10 degrees Gemini. This talks about family on this day. Whether it's traveling, spending time with family, you could feel a gambit of emotions on this day. Relatives or even friends from the past come into focus, and you could find yourself regaling yourself with the good times and the bad times. Now, this is aspecting Gemini, which is your area of friends, goals, and social groups. So this could be also you traveling to spend time with friends. It could be you spending time or communicating with social groups and things like that. Now, if you're doing this, that's going to be good for you. Communicating with social groups and things like that on that day is actually going to be a boom for you. Your relationships are actually going to benefit you on that day. Now, as far as your assistance, you could be getting assistance via long distance travel. Okay, people that are at a distance from you, and it will have to do with your education, your skills. I don't want to say your philosophy. Okay, what you're all about. They're assisting you with that. Someone could be a friend or even a relative of somebody you call. You call people sis and bro and things like that. They could be actually assisting you to get your point across or to showcase your skills, okay? And this would actually help your image, okay? Assisting you with your image, helping you toward your highest aspirations, all right? So, let's move along to Tuesday. Now, on Tuesday, the sun, you know what? Let me tell you your areas just so you know your areas of friction. Okay, with the sun in Gemini, and even with communication in Gemini, aspecting the past, your friction, any friction coming your way, is going to have to deal with money. All right, it's going to have to deal with shared finances or even regular finances. All right, and this would have to do with friends blocking your finances in some way, or blocking things you're passionate about in some way. All right, we're going to delve off deeper into that once I talk about Venus moving, but I just wanted to let you know that any of these transits that I'm talking about, your friction is going to be in your resources and in your money, okay? You're really working for that. Now, as far as your shared finances, you'll be okay because Jupiter's there anyway. Okay, so I wouldn't worry about that. You just have to worry about some friends trying to block your resources in some way. All right, now, and it could be a Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. Just throwing that out there. Now, or where you are of service to someone, where you're helping someone, they're not helping you. All right. Gemini, Leo, remember that. Okay, so on Tuesday the 1st, the sun is in Gemini at 11 degrees. Just because you have ill-intentioned people around you in your sphere, it does not mean you can't work around them or above them. Above them. Just don't go below them, okay? Because when you go there, you know Saturn is already in retrograde. You don't want it coming back to bite you. Go high, okay? Or go around them. Find another way to achieve your goal, okay? This is where you need to really kind of be looking at who's for you and who's not for you. Now, as far as, okay, you don't have to worry about that. All right. All right, you don't have to worry about that. All right. Now, as far as I would say, yeah, and that's just what I was talking about. So on Tuesday the 11th, somebody around you is trying to, and they might be directly on that day, trying to block your resources on that day. And it's somebody within your friend group, in your social groups, or it's a friend blocking your resources on that day. All right. So you want to look out for that and be mindful of who you have around you. Don't tell people all of your business. It's time to keep your cards close to your chest, especially in the month of June for you, Leo, because you could tell I'm doing this just off the fly, because Mars is moving into your sign this month. I believe it's like on the 11th. So there's going to be somebody trying to cause trouble for you when Mars comes into your sign. And it's definitely going to be somebody in the area of career. And you're also going to have trouble in home and family, okay, with your relationships in home and family. But you have open enemies aspecting that area in career, starting next week. So they're already up to it already, because Gemini is retrograde. Mercury's retrograde in Gemini. So they're already within your social groups. People are already back at it, with the foolishness. Definitely. And on the 11th, that's when Mars is going to come into your sign, affecting your image. You're going to have to put a lot of energy and challenges into your image, because that open enemy you have in career is going to be gunning for you. Okay? All right. So don't worry. They'll get theirs. But still, you just have to watch out. Keep your cards close to your chest. Don't talk too much about the favor you're aspecting until you've already aspected that favor, because they'll be trying to take it away from you. Okay, pull the rug up from under you. Now on Wednesday, June the 2nd, although the sun is in Gemini at 12 degrees, I want you to be, because the sun, is in Gemini at 12 degrees, I want you to be mindful of your environment and those who mean to mislead you or cause you strife, okay? With Saturn retrograde, like I said, they're going to get what's coming to them, but you need to be more discerning of who means you no good and who is not assisting you, in achieving your goals. You don't want to help somebody take you to the cleaners or help somebody covet what's yours. Gossip is coming back from the past, and it's going to be in full swing. Haters are going to hate, period. That's just how it is, Leo. So, and if you're a Scorpio, you're a Leo in the sector of career. So you want to watch out for that, okay? This is your area of career, that's aspecting. And for you, Leo, your friends, your social groups, it's somebody there that's really trying to block your resources in some way. But you have other people that you are in relationships with, that are willing to help you. But it's just that Saturn is there in that area. So it's causing you to have to really, put in the work to maintain that foundation or build that foundation, because you already have Saturn there. But that's where your help is. Your help is with the relationships that you already harbor. All right? Now, moving along to, also on the 2nd, Venus is going to leave Gemini. Venus is going to leave your area of friends and high hopes and goals. So you will not have You won't have that goodness aspecting there anymore with friends, social groups, and goals, okay, and your connections. Not only that, it's going to be squaring, remember, your area of finances, resources, and things like that. So people are actually going to be successful, some people, in blocking your resources, okay? So with them blocking your resources, especially with money you make, I want you to lean in on your shared finances, because that's where you have some luck there with Jupiter there. Finding that shared finances behind the scenes, working on things that you're actually passionate about, is going to garner you the favor you need, and fight that, you know, that friend who's trying to block your resources in that way, okay? Because you working on things you're passionate about is lucky for you right now. It's a boon for you right now, okay? Now, with Cancer aspecting the area of secret sacrifice and solitude, starting on the 2nd, you're going to have goodness behind the scenes, all right? You're going to have goodness with closure. You're going to have goodness with people telling you secrets that benefit you, or even gossip being talked or told, or gossip going around about you that is actually gonna kind of backfire and be good for you. So with people within your community, your networks of people, during short distance travel, or even with a sibling, gossip is going around about you, negative gossip that actually turns out to work in your favor with Venus there, okay? And they actually might even be mad and talking crap about you because of the favor that you're getting behind the scenes, because of the favor that they assume you're being aspected, okay? And that has to do with short distance travel, siblings, your networks of people. It could be a neighbor, you know, as well. Now, along with that, you have people at a distance from you gossiping about you as well. And they're gossiping because of the favor, you know, that's aspecting you behind the scenes. They're talking about your philosophy and what you think and what you preach, and, you know, gossiping about it because they don't like it. This is actually going to turn out to be in your favor with Venus there in Cancer. So them talking about you is not really going to hurt you too much, okay? Remember, even though Mars is going to be in your sign on the 11th, you'll have a couple weeks or so of that friction. And then after that, Venus is going to come into your sign at the end of the month on the 27th, okay? Keep your cards close to your chest, Leo. Do not tell anybody about the favor that's aspecting you or the favor that you're getting, because someone is out to take it from you or ruin it for you, okay? Remember that. Now, the goodness that you have aspecting once Venus moves over into your area of secret sacrifice, solitude, and where you, you know, have closure and things like that, it is aspecting from the area of home and family, okay? So, good things come to you behind the scenes in home and family to help you out. Also, if you had somebody that was in jail, like a relative, you could get word around this time when Venus is in Cancer that they're getting out during that Venus and Cancer transit. Because it's not just on the 2nd, it's going to be all the way until, I would say, the 27th, because that's when Venus moves and goes into Leo, into your sign. Okay, and helping your image and brushing your image up. So anyway, you might get word that somebody in home and family is getting out of jail. You could get good word as to your finances and shared finances that helps you in the home, that helps you to spruce up the home, or helps you move to a new home, whether you're buying or renting. This money coming in, you want to save it until it's time for you to go ahead and move. Don't overindulge in the finances, because, you know, you're going to need it. All right? all right? Because you have those challenges right now, starting on June the 11th with home and family anyway this month. This is supposed to be a weekly, and I'm giving you all monthly. But anyway, save that money until it's time for you to spend it, okay? But it looks like it's going to be for home and family, and whatever you're working on behind the scenes in home and family or a home-based business, okay? You also have assistance coming to you during this Venus in Cancer all the way up to the 27th with secret, sacrifice, solitude, and closure. Assistance coming to you from personal finances. So your personal finances and resources, you're going to get assistance with that behind the scenes. Maybe even somebody coming to you and telling you a secret or something like, hey, you know this, you can get money through this loan program over here, or do you know that so-and-so gives those out for free, or you're just going to get some type of resources and opportunities aspected to you behind the scenes, and they're going to help you build your resources. They're going to help you gain money. They're going to help you, even a romantic partner could like you or be offering you their help, or somebody that likes you romantically could be offering you their assistance or some type of resource. Okay. I mean, just because it's behind the scenes. All right. Now, you also will have opportunities behind the scenes, secret opportunities behind the scenes coming your way through career, shocking ones, because Uranus is there. So these opportunities will come to you by surprise or catch you off guard. All right. But they will be behind the scenes coming to you, Leo. Now, let's see, because I want to make sure that, okay, yeah. And that's helping you out because, Mars right now is in the sign of Cancer, so that's going to help ease where you've been having those delays. Like if you've been having delays and things like that in shared finances and things like that, now with Venus coming over to ease the restrictions of Mars, those delays are going to start breaking and things are going to start coming through, and opportunities are going to start trickling in behind the scenes, and goodness is going to start trickling in. So you don't have to worry about that. All right. And even more so once Mars moves out of Cancer and moves into your image, at least behind the scenes, you'll be looking good. But out front, people will be hating on you because of the opportunities aspecting you. That's just how it goes. Now on Thursday, the 3rd, the sun is at Gemini at 13 degrees. This is aspecting where you're using your time and efforts and your smarts. This is a single transit. While you can be successful due to your skills, you need to put them to work on the right projects and with the right individuals, okay? Is your love, this is prompting you to look at your lover, look at your romantic partner, what goals you're trying to accomplish with them. Are you going about them in the right way? Look at your peer groups. Are you working with the right peer groups? Are they going to help you achieve the goal that you're really trying to achieve? Look at your creative projects, even past creative projects, because Gemini is retrograde. Even past lovers or past peer groups. You need to make sure that these are helping you to get you to where you're trying to get. And these are the people that are conducive to the environment you're trying to create around you. Whatever the case may be, you're looking to see if things are conducive to your success, your long-term success. Okay, look at where things are not going the way you want them to go and make adjustments where necessary. Okay, if you're wasting your time in other places or spending time in places that's not bringing you any effort, that's not producing you any really good results, you need to back up a little bit and you need to readjust. Okay, because it's about you moving forward towards your north node, not moving toward your south node. Okay, now on Friday the 4th, basically don't waste your time on the wrong things on Thursday, all right? Now on Friday the 4th, the sun is in Gemini at 14 degrees. You could be getting some news on that day that your skills are not exactly where you need them to be, okay? To kick off a goal that you're trying to attain with friends and social groups and things like that, okay? And it could be because of that person trying to block your resources You know, you don't have Venus there anymore. It could be because of that person trying to block your resources, or where you are of service, where you're caring for someone. A resource is blocked there. All right. Now, just to make sure you're working smarter and not harder. You want the best results, but you want equal give and take, no matter what it has to deal with. Okay, whatever that relationship has to deal with, that friend relationship. You want equal give and take. You don't want to be putting your all into something and benefiting someone and they're not giving you anything back in return. That's where you need to kind of turn around and look and say, okay, look, I'm wasting too much of my time here when I could be focusing on a project here or focusing my time here and get more of a benefit out of it. Okay, that's what you want to be looking at. Okay, if you're getting paid today, you might find that your check is not conducive to the effort you put in. You know, it's not giving you feel like you're worth more. Okay, now that's just for some of you, but those of you who have you have Pisces aspecting in the area of shared finances. So if it has to do with shared finances, most likely luck will come in anyway and aspect you, and you'll be okay as far as your shared finances in that area kicking off a goal. But as far as your personal finances, the money you're making and the resources, you know, that's where the snag is going to be. So I would lean in the other way as far as friends who are willing to share resources with you. Okay. All right. All right. Now on Saturday, June the 5th, the sun is at Gemini at 15 degrees. You could have a lot of downloads coming your way today. Okay. You should write them down so that you can tend to them at one at a time. Okay. Now, this is basically telling you, your creative ideas can actually be a boon for you, but you can't be flighty or flippant. You have to nurture what it is that you intend to manifest, Leo. Make this day a day of cementing an idea gifted to you by the universe, okay? Really put the effort in, okay, into some type of friend or social group or goal you're trying to accomplish. That's a day that you can, you know, put that effort forward, okay? And try to build on something good, because you can really build on something good through communication with a relationship you already harbor, okay? Because that North Node is still aspecting your area of relationships, open enemies, and things like that, okay? You could even find that to be a time where you make up with someone who you feel you know you have a relationship, or a relationship that fell by the wayside, especially with Gemini retrograde. If you wanted that friend to come back in and aspect your life and bring you favor, or have favor within that relationship, now's the time to communicate with them and get that balance, okay? Especially on that Saturday, you know, you have that aspect and can communicate and try to get back with that friend if that's what you want to do. You don't have Mars and Gemini anymore, and even though Venus is not there, it's still an aspecting favor. So if you have any degrees within, I would say 12 to 18 degrees Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, that's aspecting you with favor to build those relationships. Just put in the effort, okay? Because that area can be a boon for you. Remember, Jupiter is coming back there to your area of open enemies and relationships on July the 27th. So build that stuff now. Cement those relationships and the foundation within them now, and those projects now, because Jupiter is going to come back next month and it's going to bring you luck there. All right. All right. Now, let's move along to, you know what? I think I might end this video. Okay. Because this is pretty long. And since I've done Aries and Leo, I'll move along to another sign, because this is rather long. Okay. All right. So abundant blessings to you, kings and queens. Thank you for joining me, and let's navigate the week with kindness and compassion. Bye now.